In 2022, there have been 3 reported incidents involving a weapon at schools in Mesa and Montrose counties. Administrators for the 2 school districts say they have student safety as their top priority, but they handled the possible threats very differently. Today, I met with school officials from both districts, and I will now share why Mesa County's threat assessment protocol takes a different approach.
When we get a report like this, we respond heavily.
That was the Montrose police chief after a 4-hour lockdown at Montrose High School following a report of a student with a gun on campus. No weapon was ultimately found. In Mesa County in January, there were 2 reports of guns on campus that were found, but D51 did not classify either as a threat.
We're lucky that there have been no threats made in any of these recent incidents.
D51 reports an incident as such if a verbal threat is made, not if a gun on campus is found. At Grand River Academy, when a student was found with a gun, parents were notified, but a full week after the incident.
And we try to let parents know as soon as possible, but we definitely have to investigate first and focus on finding as much information as we can.
Meanwhile, in Montrose, when the district heard about the possibility of a gun on campus,
immediately the school went into lockdown.
D51 reports no lockdown was needed for either of the 2 incidents in Mesa County and says when parents are notified after the incident, it's because
we don't want to ruin the investigation.
So what sets Montrose County apart?
The Salem-Keizer model.
3 years ago, Montrose County switched from the state's threat assessment protocol to the Salem-Keizer model. The targeted and reactive approach through the model allows Montrose to assess, organize, and maintain a threat with an increased presence from various law enforcement agencies. But to get the same response for a Mesa County incident,
that would be under the worst case scenario. Most things can just be handled by our security officers and some school resource officers.
And on a weekly basis, Montrose County has threat and risk assessment meetings with community partners.
We'll discuss what resources and what wraparound services a student or family may need.
The Salem-Keizer model is a program D51 officials have no intention of starting at this time as they continue to operate on the Dewey-Cornell system. Now, for more information on the program and the various threat assessments in the Grand Valley, stay tuned to Fox 4 tomorrow as we dive into the state's threat protocol and the district's Dewey-Cornell system. Well, school officials from Montrose and Mesa counties can agree on one thing, encouraging all students and residents to familiarize themselves with the Safe to Tell program. Now, the Safe to Tell program is seeing a decrease in reports from last month when compared to December. In January, the program received 1,582 reports, a 35% decrease in monthly report volume from December. Suicide threats, bullying, and drugs were in the top categories of reports in January. Now, to date for the 2021-22 school year, Safe to Tell has received over 11,000 reports.